Hello and welcome to another edition of Authority Marketing Live. I'm Melanie Hirschhorn. I am the book marketing specialist for nonfiction and children's book authors, people who really want to build a business with their book as the foundation. And today I have one of the incredible authors who joined me in this project that was just this inspiration that had to happen. And it is called Mission Possible: Successful Women Entrepreneurs Sharing Step by Step How to Become One. So, what this is the manual for women entrepreneurs in the crucial first 5 years of business. Each chapter gives you really important information of things that you may be asking, but also things that you might not know to ask yet. And it's all right here. So I'm going to bring on Dortha Hise, who's one of my all-time favorite people and an author in this book. So hi, Dortha.
Hey, Melanie, thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. And before we started this, I had to restart because I just was getting tongue-tied already. It's been a day. So why don't we start by talking about I don't know who's calling me. I don't have any people that call me on the phone. Why don't we start talking about your chapter? Okay, so, and I don't want to be like, okay, let's read the chapter, but let's really talk about what your mission with this book was. Why did you join this project?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think, when you and I talked about the project at the onset, it was really about where I was in my own journey and honoring this, change and up leveling and growth in my own business. And I think it just really spoke to me about knowing like Mission Possible was just a really great name, and thinking, okay, like, I don't know how I'm going to fit into that, but let's find a way. And it, the, the collaboration of, okay, let's see what's possible. There I go again. Um, with what my topic was going to be around, and that's, finding the right coach for you.
Mhm.
And I have recently, started this journey of my own of becoming a certified coach and like transitioning into this different role, both in my business and in my life. And so it just felt like a natural fit. And I think, having a coach is one of the best investments that you'll have for yourself and for your business. And, you can have a coach in so many different things. And I think that that was just one of the kind of the high level of what really attracted me to this project, just the, potential. And then of course, like all the amazing co-authors that are part of the project just were like another, yeah, okay, tick, tick.
And I love that you said the co-authors, because it is true that there are a lot of collaborative books that exist. It's not a secret, and the
Yeah.
way that they're always pitched is become an author. Dip your toe in the author water and become an author this way. And that's not what this book is at all. This book is really it's almost like a fun BFF textbook that gives you answers to your questions, as opposed to like, oh, let's all just be, writing stories about how wonderful we are. That's not what this is. So I want to actually read something here. And so your chapter is called Begin How You Wish to End. Tell us a bit more why you chose that and what that means, really.
Well, I think every time I've ever personally worked with a coach, it was because there was something I was working to achieve. And that meant that I had a goal or an end piece in mind. And so it made kind of logical sense to make that the kind of overarching umbrella of what would fall into my chapter.
So what kind of coaching are you becoming certified in?
Well, I have received an empowerment coaching, so definitely like kind of around life and executive coaching. And how that fits into my business model is really helping people with their overwhelm. And one of the things that I've been working with women entrepreneurs and executives, both in the high achieving arenas of the world, for almost 20 years now, have noticed that when I help them streamline, automate, find processes, we develop a strategy and outline a plan. And then there's this one little piece that's still kind of is there, and it's that they aren't taking enough self-care. They aren't taking time for themselves. They're always give, give, give to everyone else, and then by the time they get around to getting back to themselves, they're depleted and they're burned out and they feel like crap. And so I really kind of made it a mission, if you will, of coming in to work with my partners, really partners, my clients. I really partner with my clients, is what I was
Yeah.
trying to say, and combined it all.
Well, it's brilliant
Um,
because they are your partners in a
they
way.
are, they are. Um, and really because I like to keep, the thing that's in the back of my mind is always that their bottom line, being successful, is what keeps me on the books with them. And so I really like to kind of have that whole like sphere of everything going on in my mind while I'm thinking, okay, yes, we're going to come up with this strategy and we're going to figure out these pieces and we're going to streamline this and we're going to automate that and we're going to get all these things working. And at the end of the day, what they're really getting is A, yes, out of overwhelm, but B, they're getting peace of mind and they can sleep at night because they're not worried that they've missed a deadline, they didn't send something, they're missing, something else. And so it's really kind of a complex puzzle of all the different things that integrate to that. But the ultimate thing, I think, is peace of mind and getting out of overwhelm.
As we all want. That's what we all aspire to, right? And that's at the summit of your success. So you can go to
Yes.
summittoyoursuccess.com to learn more about Dortha.
Yes.
But don't worry, I'm not finished with you yet because I could talk to you all day. You know that. Um,
Likewise.
yes, thank you. So let's talk about the fact that above your head, or next to your head, it says
Over there.
naturepreneur.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that? Who are you? What is that?
Well, it was something that somebody that I was working with a while back had suggested, like, what if you called yourself a naturepreneur? And so I started looking into it, and it really came about because, as you know, Melanie, and your viewers will soon know, I do a lot of backpacking and hiking with my husband, and really just getting out in nature, whether it's hanging out in the backyard, going for a walk to the park, whatever it is, I'm like all in on anything nature related. And so it really just kind of made sense to like call myself that. And there's actually a small population of people out there that are naturepreneurs. And really what they're trying to do is bring more awareness around, things in the physical world outside being, in nature, as well as being an entrepreneur. So it's just kind of a blend of the lifestyle and the business that I live my life by.
That's beautiful. I have a shirt that says indoorsy.
I love it.
But I want to bring nature into my life a little bit more. So I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so if people want to work with you, they can book a call to learn more. But who are some of your favorite entrepreneurs and people in the entrepreneur world or business world to work with?
Yeah, great question. Traditionally, I work with mostly women. Doesn't mean I don't work with men. It's just that's who I typically work with. And they are typically high achievers. So, they have a lot of letters and things after their names or certifications. I myself have a few. So it's something that's very relatable. Lifelong learners, somebody that might not just have one business, they may have maybe four. I don't know. Um,
Not
it's
one,
happened.
but four. Yes.
Not one, but four. Yeah, and so they're the person who is at the point where they're frustrated because they've either tried working with somebody and they haven't quite been able to make it work, or they are at the point where they know that they can't do it all themselves anymore. And if they do, they run the risk of like real, like actual damage to themselves, whether it's missing and ruining client relationships or missing opportunities or, missing their kids, whatever games, all of that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And that's real. That is a
Hmm.
real thing.
It is.
People don't take time for themselves because, I mean, you probably experienced this too as an entrepreneur. You are your business in a way.
24/7.
24/7, right? And so, like, Saturday night, you're at a bar and like you're thinking about your business. You're not
Yeah.
being present, and that
Yep.
can't be good for your mental health.
It's funny, on Saturday, this past Saturday, actually, we were out with my in-laws and we were at a winery talking to the owner of the place, and he had an issue with his listing showing up on Google. And I said, well, that's actually something I can help you with. And guess what? I got an email from him today.
Excellent. See, and so you're always marketing yourself.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
speaking of marketing, we are talking about this book because there is some stuff in there about, well, coaching and
Yeah.
about marketing and, numbers, like getting to know your numbers. And what are some other things that, creating a website, throw it out here because of PR.
Creating a community, the one that's about community was awesome.
That's really good too. And so all the different chapters are written by experts in their field. And so you can actually get a copy of this book. And I totally should have put that in there. Let me see if I can quickly type that in as we're saying. Fill in the here.
One of the other chapters that was really that spoke to me was Sell Like a Natural, and I know we were talking about Alicia's chapter earlier. So yeah, that was brilliant.
Okay, so sell like an and so selling. I mean, we often learn about selling, not it as entrepreneurs. You're expected. What I'm trying to say is, as an entrepreneur, you're expected to sell, know how to sell, right? But
Yep.
we're not born knowing that.
No.
So it's an important chapter to read as well. And we also have, when you get a copy of the book, here we go. I finally was able to add it. Sorry about that. There we go. When you get a copy of the book, we have special offers from all the authors as well. And that's available when you get the book, you'll see the link for that. So that's a bonus for buying the book itself. And you can get your copy at vipbook.marketing/Mission Possible. I would tell you the Amazon link, but honestly, it's really long. And you'll also find a book by Tim Tebow called Mission Possible, and it's very different.
Oh, oops.
Very different. But I love that he had the idea too, because,
there you go.
Our missions are possible.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the link one more time to connect with Dortha individually, book a call with her, because she is going to crush your overwhelm and make you love nature. Well, I can only really the first part. I can't guarantee.
I mean, we can find ways to bring nature in. That's the other part of it, right?
Oh, that's fair. Like grow a tree in your front foyer or something. Not quite.
Yeah, or something. Essential oils, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I like those. That's cool. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Get your copy of Mission Possible. I like to be really obnoxious with this book because I always talk about how this is not how to sell a book. But anyway, just as a joke. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Dortha.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you all for watching, and we will be back again.